We might actually not be all that far away from Rockstar giving us more information on Grand Theft Auto 6 other than the game is in full development and that they are well underway in developing the next iteration of the Grand Theft Auto series based on what they told us yesterday on the Newswire. So again, to give you a refresher, essentially what Rockstar said is they're ditching support for Red Dead Online and are going to be focusing on GTA 6. They said over the past few years, we have steadily been moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, understanding more than ever the need to exceed players' expectations and for this entry to be the best it can possibly be. And as a result, we are in the process of making some changes to how we support Red Dead Online. Firstly, with both new and experienced players engaging in a wealth of activities already added to this massively rich world, including specialist roles, story-based co-op missions, competitive showdown modes, and much more. We will continue to showcase these unique additions through Red Dead Online's monthly events as we move forward so that players of all levels can enjoy everything the vast frontier has to offer, alongside seasonal special events and experience improvements, plus other changes to enhance and maintain a healthy Red Dead Online environment. We plan to build upon existing modes and add new Telegram missions this year rather than developing major themed content updates like in previous years, and we will continue to highlight and share the creative efforts of our Red Dead community at every opportunity via the Newswire and beyond. So again, long story short they're basically kicking Red Dead Online to the curb and are now going to be investing way more resources into accomplishing the development of Grand Theft Auto 6, which they still have not officially called it that. They just say the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. So I think at this point in time, it's very clear that the game's going to be called Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't know why Rockstar don't come out and just confirm it at this point. But speaking of that, I think we could actually get an official reveal of GTA 6, an announcement or a teaser or a trailer, or just info on the actual title itself very soon. Based on the wording that Rockstar put at the end of the Newswire, they said, please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire and follow us on their social media platforms for more news in the coming months. So you always have to take Rockstar's wording with a little bit of a grain of salt, because when they say coming soon or shortly, some people might think that that's like a couple days. Some people might think that's a couple of weeks. To Rockstar, it might be a couple of months. But in this case, they're saying in a couple of months. So I'm going to go on a very cautiously optimistic limb here and say that before the end of 2022, we will officially know about Grand Theft Auto 6, if that's going to be its name, and we're going to know some details about it, like where the game is going to take place. It might not be much, but they might say Grand Theft Auto 6 returning to the sprawling beach city of Vice City or something along those lines. That's just a description I kind of made up there. But we might get something like that. We might get the logo. We might get our first official screenshots. Very optimistically, we might get a trailer, because as we're going to talk about in a little bit, it doesn't sound like Rockstar wants this game to come out in like 2025 or 2026. That's bad news for everyone. It's bad news for the fans. It's bad news for Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive. Remember, they are in the business of making video games, so the sooner this game comes out, the more money they make more quickly. It's a win-win situation, honestly, for everyone. And on that front, we actually heard from Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2, who had this to say regarding why Rockstar will have this out sooner rather than later. He said the GTA Online update being medium-sized, Red Dead Online development being put on hold, potential remasters shelved, Rockstar is going all in to make sure GTA 6 doesn't slip up into 2025 and 2026. And obviously, that's a big deal. Now, the rumors are that it's supposed to come out late 2023, early 2024, which seems like a long time away, but by the time we get info, screenshots, trailer, and when Rockstar starts officially talking about this thing, it'll go by a little bit quicker, just like it did with Grand Theft Auto 5. But all the signs are in place here that Rockstar doesn't want this thing to be delayed. Grand Theft Auto Online is stronger than ever. This summer, it's only going to get a medium-sized update. We're going to be sort of just expanding on roles that we already have, like the biker, the executive, etc. and we're only going to be getting contact missions. Red Dead Online basically got thrown in the trash can. Grand Theft Auto 4 Remastered and Red Dead Redemption Remastered got put on hold or might not happen altogether. And at this point in time, about 2.5 years, really since the pandemic started, finally we're starting to see things loosen up a little bit, not only in terms of what people are doing, but also the ability to get their hands on things like video games themselves, the consoles that you need to play the video games on, a PlayStation 5, an Xbox Series X and S, because I really don't think this game is going to be developed for the older systems, Xbox One and PlayStation 4. I think at this point in time, Rockstar is kind of a once a console cycle game generation, if that makes any sense. Like Grand Theft Auto 5 was for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 originally, Red Dead Redemption 2, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and I think that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. And eventually when this does come out in 2023, 2024, there's going to be pro versions of each console that honestly are just going to make it even more powerful. So yeah, I expect that it is not going to slip into 2025, 2026. That sounds like an incredibly long time away, so I really hope it doesn't turn to that. And obviously, with all this GTA 6 chatter going on, Grand Theft Auto 6 continues to trend on social media. I took this screenshot on Twitter earlier in the day, and you can see it's recent based on the live tennis Wimbledon action with Novak Djokovic and whatnot. And you can see GTA 6 is right at the top with over 4,000 tweets trending in gaming. So yeah, it's being talked about left, right, and center here. And Rockstar shared this news intentionally, as now a ton of media outlets are starting to cover this. Rockstar shifting their focus to Grand Theft Auto 6. GTA 6 development means major Red Dead Online updates will stop. GTA 6 eats up Red Dead Online development as Rockstar shifts focus. Those are just some of the headlines you can read if you dive into any of the major news articles surrounding video games recently. And again, I think Rockstar did this intentionally because 2022 is going to be the year in which we officially get details on Grand Theft Auto 6. If I was a betting man, I'd say probably towards the later part of the year, and I would have to speculate that it'd probably be sandwiched in between the GTA Online updates. So we're going to have a GTA Online update on July 19th. All signs are pointing to that. And then we're going to have another one sometime in probably December, in the winter months. So we've got this nice juicy gap of, let's call it August, September, October, November, where Rockstar could really say, hey, GTA 6 is getting off the ground. Get ready for it. We could talk about some exciting stuff. And then once Rockstar puts out a Grand Theft Auto Online update in December, they've got all of 2023 really just to focus on GTA 6 if they want, which is pretty cool and obviously very exciting. It's going to be really nice when Grand Theft Auto 6 is at the forefront of Rockstar's focus and they can finally start talking more about it. But I would obviously love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think of everything we discussed in this video today surrounding GTA 6. And when do you think we're going to hear from Rockstar next? Do you think it's going to be relatively soon, or do you think they're going to go kind of radio silent for another year or a couple months or so? Let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.